obtaining and administrating a blood sample for blood alcohol concentration analysis. Alcohol testing has a great importance in forensic pathology as it assists in cases of alleged intoxicated motorists, acute alcohol poisoning as a cause of death. It is also part of the autopsy as it assists in obtaining alcohol levels in all unnatural deaths up to 24 hours post-mortem. A metric tot is equal to 25 milliliters of alcohol, while bottles of wines and spirits is equal to 750 milliliters. Alcohol concentration units are indicated by mass per volume, that is grams per 100 milliliters of blood. Mass per mass is also an alcohol concentration unit and is, for example, used for brain tissue alcohol indication. We also have volume per volume, and this indicates the strength indicated on liquor bottles. Alcohol elimination is a constant rate process of 0.01 to 0.02 grams percentage per hour. It is also referred to as the beta 60. Therefore, 0.015 grams percentage per hour is the average rate of alcohol elimination. Alcohol has various clinical effects on the human body. On the brain, it causes a suppressive narcotic effect, affects mobility and speech, and causes visual and cerebral impairment. The Mallenby effect causes more pronounced clinical effects of alcohol when the blood alcohol concentration is rising compared to clinical effects on the downward curve. Therefore, the individual appears drunker when they are busy getting drunk than when he is sobering up at the same blood alcohol concentration level. The formula for alcohol calculations is A is equal to P multiplied by C multiplied by R multiplied by 10, where A is equal to the total mass of alcohol in the body expressed in grams, P is equal to the mass in kilograms of the person, C is the concentration of alcohol in the blood expressed in grams per 100 milliliters, and R is the distribution factor, that is 0.7 in men and 0.6 in women. There are two categories for sampling for calculations, namely ante-mortem samples as well as post-mortem samples. For blood alcohol, two samples are taken at the beginning and at the end of the examination. Venous blood is preferably taken, and it is important to note to not sterilize the skin with the alcohol swab beforehand. Breath alcohol samples are accepted in court. However, urine alcohol is an inaccurate measurement to use in court but indicates whether the person ingested alcohol. Post-mortem samples include blood alcohol, eye fluid, brain, cerebrospinal fluid, urine, and intracranial hematomas. For example, a 78 kilogram man ingests 40% of 400 milliliters of alcohol. What is his blood alcohol concentration? Take the percentage, which is 0.4, and multiply it by 400 milliliters, which will equal to 160 milliliters. Next, we need to convert the alcohol ingested to grams. So 160 milliliters multiplied by 0.79 will give you 126 grams. We will then substitute all these values into the alcohol formula A is equal to PCR multiplied by 10. The concentration of alcohol in the blood is calculated to be 23 grams per 100 milliliters or 0.23%. The National Road Traffic Act allows for drunk arrests when 1. The individual is under the influence of drugs or alcohol while in control of a vehicle. 2. When the BAC is more than 0.05 grams per 100 milliliters in the 2-hour period after the offense took place. And 3. If the breath alcohol level is more than 0.24 mg per 1000 milliliters. The Criminal Procedures Act states that if a clinician is of the opinion that the patient is under the influence and that it may have legal implications, a blood sample may be taken without the patient's consent. This should be requested with paperwork from the SAPD. When the patient is not under arrest or out on bail, consent is required from the patient.